candidacy because
Culture war.
it's impossible to actually get on the ballot.
Don't even call it writing candidacy. I think you do it. It's a psych war candidacy. I think you transcend the written word. You have proven it. You have proven it already, Congressman Kitover. Already, just through speech. And I think, by the way, I think your social media stats are lying. I think more people see your shit than what is reported.
It's kind of surprising because when I look at my stuff, it's always in the spam section on X. So when that bitch says I'm always in the comments, I'm like, well, maybe I'm not always in spam, you know? It's like...
You're not. And even if you're in spam, I always read the spam.
No.
So I think they're just lying.
It's just too many comments. Anyways, like... I'm very happy with what I'm doing, but I also actually want to cut back like 99% on all of my activity because it's just like consuming my experience. And
yeah, I think you went too far in the quantity, not quality. I think you should. If I were you, I would cut back 90% and then just focus on quality, or nothing at all. Because we don't know anyone anything. We don't do this shit.
Well, I think I've already created enough content to just like let it bake all the way up until February and just like, basically stop.
Oh, yeah, until like February of 2045, you do.
But yeah, there's just, if you go to John, like there's so many infographics, like I can't think of even like, it's hard for me to even come up with a new topic to actually create.
You have to.
Well, what I'm saying is I think I've already addressed every single complaint.
You're done. Like, I don't think you have to make any new content. You just have to just repost it, or even like you can even do a schedule. You can even like have your schedule up until February. Because I think you've already posted everything, and you can change the colors every once in a while.
No, the thing is, I don't want to do anything anymore. With regards, I think I've done enough, and I think all I need to do is submit my candidacy, and then file as the write-in candidate. Like, there's no reason to actually do any more work on this campaign. I think I've already outworked myself.
I think so too, and I think that they'll just sit there and will reemerge because it's living there on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone should look up on the internet and you pop up because you're the only one that comments on some of these issues and people.
Dude, I went into Google's property tax ID number for their Morgan Street office today, and guess who owns it? The Crown family. And
wait, what is the Crown family on the? Oh, is that why you sent what's it called? Like, why are they only paying $15,000 in property taxes?
Yeah, so Google's moving into the Thompson Center, and Pritzker is a fat fucking liar, and he says that it's going to generate $45 million a year.
Yeah, talk to Nathan about that.
Nathan,
my brother. I'm pretty sure my brother was an energy broker on this deal.
Is that
the one where they sold it to that one guy that's Bob connected, and then he leased it out to Google? That situation.
Well, I just found it.
It's all bullshit.
No, I found it impossible that the building could generate $45 million a year in tax revenue. But then, when you look at an actual tax bill, you're like, "Oh, yes, it can." Because if the government, if Brandon says this is a new TIF district zone, then they just tax you through the TIF, so they can't assign you whatever the fuck they want. That's
some thuggery, and then Pritzker's tight with the Crown and all that.
Okay, so listen to this. Did you see that woman who bought a house and her property tax bill is $17,000, and she's like, "We can't afford this. We're gonna have to sell the house and move, or we're gonna fall into foreclosure." And it's the same thing that I'm going through, where this poor black woman, once her house is sold at foreclosure, then she's gonna get a debt collection put on her, and she's now going to get garnished, and her family will maybe suffer, die, break apart. So it's like, it's true. The government really is like a slave master parasite, and these innocent victims.
Mafia. Yeah, more like mafia. I wouldn't say slaves. More like mafia.
I don't know. The garnish.
No, man, slavery is pretty bad.
Garnishment is pretty much slavery because you'll never escape the debt. You'll die paying a garnishment.
It's freedom of movement, though.
Yeah, that's true. I get that. I mean, that's one of your rights.
I hear you. You're making a point.
I'm just saying it's bait and switch. It's total bait and switch because you buy a house for $200K and you think your property tax bill is going to be $2,000, $3,000, $17,000. What? I could just rent an apartment. I should just rent an apartment for $1,300 a month. What the fuck?
Who owns your house? That's what I'm saying. It's like, who actually owns the fucking house? If that's your property tax bill, who owns it? You don't own it.
It's crazy. I mean, that story about that
They're a
woman.
partnership.
It's crazy because when she goes into foreclosure, she will get put on garnishment. So they bait and switch you, and that's fraud. That's government. Anyways, what are you doing today?
Renting.
What are you doing today?
I'm walking over the Riverwalk right now.
Nice.
Well, just errands. What are you up to?
I'm going to this beautiful girl's house that I think I started dating, and
Nice.
she lives out in Downers Grove. So I'm gonna go spend the day with her, and I'm about to go work out.
Downers Grove is beautiful.
Yeah, she's a PA student, physician's assistant out there.
Nice, smart.
She's smart, and
Smart.
I assume.
Yeah, PA student. Like honestly, I feel like all the PA women I've met are like. I feel like they have the smarts to be doctors, but they want to settle down because they basically have to do the same level of schooling.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy because it's like my mom told me, she's like, every time I go to try to see a doctor, I can only meet with PAs. I'm like, damn.
I mean, nurses do even more work than PAs too. Is the craziest part. And I think PAs go to I think they just go like one less year of school, or like it's not that much of a difference.
Anyways, she's Polish and French, and she's 27. And she's beautiful, but I assume she's looked me up on the internet and she's okay with it. I'm hoping, because that is the biggest roadblock to me finding a partner, is my online footprint.
Same here.
Yeah.
But no, but I think it's kind of you get girls that are really down. If they can see your online footprint, mine, and still be cool.
See, the thing is,
That goes down.
All these chicks on these apps are all like 90% of them are liberals. And so like I revived and resurrected my online footprint by actually running for offices and putting out political content, because even though it may be controversial, it's still actually professional.
It is. It's like, wow, you're a mayor. That's the psyop.
Yep.
If people think I'm a big deal, they think you're a big deal because we just spoke into existence some bullshit.
Well, all we're doing is providing a contrary opinion to the bullshit that is being propagandized onto us all day, every day, nonstop, by people who don't actually do any work other than create social media videos. That's all they do.
Yeah,
That's all they do.
We're artists. We're performance artists.
Our opponents are the performance artists. That's the crazy thing you realize when you engage in this discourse. You're like, oh, they're all just performance artists.
They are. That's deep. That's so true.
They don't do any work. They don't open a spreadsheet. They don't do a fucking thing. They just create videos and propaganda statements. It's everybody. It is an epidemic.
Oh, the media. There was one journalist there, and it's just all you realize. They're all actors, and they even dress the part, like how they're supposed to look and act. And man, it's funny when they get called out on their bullshit too. That was funny to watch. I watched one Democrat candidate call like another Democrat candidate racist. And she was right. But they're all just acting, they're all just playing a part. And what I noticed too is, as I said earlier, is like the quote unquote Republicans, whatever, are just failed Democrats.
Yeah.
They just couldn't get the role.
Yep, that's a good point.
They all were non-binary. They're all non-binary, challenging a black non-binary candidate. Like, that had to hurt them in their souls. There's issues like democracy, quote unquote. Justice, and they're trying to.
How would you rate that Anushka? Is she intelligent? Is she caring? Is she actually an actual educator? Does she know how to educate and discipline?
So my girl is Brenda, her opponent. And Brenda's my type of girl. Just talk shit, spitfire, good looking, isn't nothing bullshit. But Anushka reminds me a lot of Hillary Clinton. A lot. She's a debate kid, Anushka, and so she's very I felt like I bet she got straight A's her entire. She doesn't seem that smart, but seems like a very hard worker and very just on point. Like good diction, the talking points are down. But the second that things get like she gets off script or gets called out, it's a disaster. And like Brenda called her out for being racist. That was so fucking funny. Because Anusha's challenging Brenda's ballot as well, but she's lying and pretending like she's not. And Brenda's like, I just want to let you know, to have to go through this shit. You're challenging me on my name, Jim Crow. Oh, it's so funny because she can't handle it. And Anusha's she's like, yeah, she's Indian, but like I would say her like crowd is all like sorority frat kid type.
She wears.
It's very reminds me a lot of like the white liberals I knew at New Trier.
She wears Birkenstocks.
Yeah, no, so very like both her and that's why it's very interesting. Is I think Brenda and Anusha are like a battle for the future of the Democratic Party. And Anusha's kind of like the I want to make like she wants to be a career politician clearly. Poli-sci major, teach for America. Like she runs Illinois one of the PACs. She runs that's what she does for a living.
There was this Instagram post of like some African Americans in a chain gang in the 1920s who were criminals, and I wrote in the comment like we need to bring this back, and man,
I saw that you got a bunch of threats, right?
Death threat. So I deleted my comment because I was like, you know what, like I don't want to like live with the thought of like somebody trying to like physically come to my place and terrorize me. So I deleted my comment, but like it still stands that there is a major obvious like black on white crime. I mean, do you know it's 50-1? That's the ratio of like white to black and black to white crime. So like there is like a black crime on white epidemic. And
racism is always okay for one race. You notice that? Like in American history, it's always okay to hate on one group. Like it always changes. Like it was okay to hate on the Irish in like the late 1800s and the Muslims attack black people for like a couple hundred years. But like right now in modern American history, it's just socially acceptable to hate on white dudes and Christianity. Like it's very. I could say F Jesus. There's a lot of shit I could say that like would get my head cut off like 10, 20 years ago.
Well,
it's not as socially acceptable, so I think that's what it is.
What's so strange?
I can threaten. I can say I want to kill Whitey. I can do that easily. We both on stage could say some shit like that.
Well, see,
no consequences.
I want to keep my YouTube accounts because if I live stream Clubhouse rooms, the algorithm deems the conversation to be abusive hate speech. And so I don't really want to live stream Clubhouse rooms anymore because eventually my accounts are already under multiple community guideline strikes, and like one more, my biggest account with 15,000 videos will be deleted. So I'm like only going to use it for like campaign infographics and if I do any live streaming, it's just going to be me studying and reading books.
Yeah, because most of the shit that's said in the Clubhouse stuff is like against terms of service. Like they say some wild shit.
Every
side.
What's amazing is it doesn't flag African Americans when they're speaking, but it flags me or other white people when they're speaking. And the black people say some of the most egregious hate speech stuff. So there's this crazy double standard inversion that doesn't get detected and doesn't get enforced. And it's wild.
It's just timing, though. I think it will change. And by the way, blacks are already getting replaced by like immigrants right now, our gays. Because they're getting pretty fucked right now. Like they were the protecting class. I would say they're not the top dogs anymore.
I love that Daniel Erica Carter or whatever blocked me on X. Like anytime you get blocked on X, I call it out right away and I like insult them for blocking me because like it is what it's the same thing with Clubhouse. Like I have had 30-40 Clubhouse accounts because my accounts get blocked and deleted. But now that they have the anonymous function, you can listen in on any conversation. But since I've recorded everybody for so many years, it's like it's all redundant and everybody just repeats their pattern every day. And I'm like, how the fuck do people not realize that they're literally coming on here and doing the same experience day in, day out? Like, what's wrong with people? They're brain dead or something. They don't want
something. They're like stand-up comics. They're all just egomaniacs. Because stand-up comics, it's so sad. I even saw like a famous Andy Anders who like a comedian that's a working comedian, and I saw him like 10 years earlier, and I saw him 10 years later, and he did the same stupid fucking joke. So I think a lot of this is the ego.
Like
you know how on their own voice.
You know how Andy Kaufman like transitioned into wrestling and became like a hated wrestling villain.
It's so funny, yeah. That's you. That's you in politics.
So
you're Tony Lipton.
See, he was so convincing though that people actually thought that he wasn't Andy Kaufman. He was like some evil. Anyways, that's the.
People are stupid.
Well, no, that's the power of communication.
Exactly.
Is that whatever the brain is presented with, it accepts, regardless of past conditioning.
100%. You just and also you don't want to believe the inconvenient thing, and so it's just right in front of you. Okay, yep, that tracks. Andy Kaufman's a wrestler now. I'm just gonna forget that I saw him on SNL and the TV show Taxi. Yeah, 100%. And you've gained that. You've 100% did that because you are a normal dude, John. But like people, they only see what's like in front of them, and then they just see that you're running for mayor. They don't like think at all. It's fucking crazy. They don't be like, oh, he doesn't have a PAC or a committee or whatever. They're just like, I can't wait for him to lose. I can't wait for him to get 50 votes. How okay is that?
Oh man, it is
like looking forward to it. Like they have a calendar circled.
I mean, what kind of a like? I don't know. I mean,
I'm a loser.
Like what kind? I mean, investing anything into this is pointless. But like, I would love to do like. You know who is really funny is Drewski. Have you ever seen his YouTube account?
He's all right. He would pick me, but he's pretty funny. Some of them are funny.
Well,
at least he's doing comedy. At least he's doing comedy.
He's really good at coming up with. They call him the skit master.
His skits are so corny, but they're like. It's because we don't have skits anymore. Like there is no Chappelle stuff. There is no Mad TV. SNL sucks. YouTube skits are have become more like TikTok oriented. And like Drewski puts money. Like, he'll spend like $100,000 on those skits.
Well,
like when he was Erica or all that.
We'll see. Self-deprecating comedy, I think, is like the indicator of high-level intelligence, and
because you have to have self-awareness.
Yeah, but it's also like community self-deprecation. He deprecates the community in a way that is so funny, because it's I don't know. Anyways, this just
like the mega church one. That was pretty funny.
He just keeps showing up on my algorithm, so I keep watching all this shit. But
he's a Diddy plan, basically. So, he was friends with Diddy before he was famous.
So tomorrow and Sunday is the Logan Square Greek Fest. Jared is going. I am going. Are you going?
Maybe I'll walk. It's Shabbat. Maybe I'll walk by though. Isn't Logan Square on?
No,
what
Lincoln. Lincoln Square. That's the original Greek town in Chicago.
Oh wait, Lincoln Square?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, let's go. That's only a mile away from me, and I love Lincoln. I love Lincoln Square.
Yeah, I love it too.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah. That's where.
Anyways.
That's where you did your following with that guy, and you tried to raise. Did anybody donate to your cause from my Shabbos group?
No one from your Shabbos group, but I raised personally $1,800 40.
What?
And then he tagged me because I put in $1,000, and he said that because like some random organization was like, wow, you have good traction. Someone gave him $10K, and he hit his goal.
Really? No way!
And he's a very. Have you met his dad? Rabbi Hertz, the father?
No, I don't know.
Dude, he's a legend. I would say he's the top, like the most senior Chabad guy. But that's his father, and I think his father's like really a special man, and so is his son, and he's young, so I think it's like he's in year 3 of his Chabad.
I need to ask Grok, like, who has blocked me on this platform? Jen Davis blocked me.
I can't tell you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're right.
I've done that. But,
dude, Grok last night, like, freaked me out. This guy kept asking me on X, is everything okay with you? Do you need to go talk to friends and family? Do you have anybody to talk to? He asked me 10 times, is everything okay? Are you doing all right?
Is it Grok or a real person?
Some lawyer in Milwaukee, because I commented on the Cat Abu Broadview 6 and Boutros, and he just kept like doing this like, psyop on me, and so I kept saying projection alert, Grok, please explain to this person why I'm not engaging with them. And then Grok got on me and said, as a mayoral candidate, you should be able to answer these questions. I'm like, I said, Grok, don't ever.
Grok fell from the psyop. Grok thinks you're a real threat to my
I said, Grok, don't you ever tell me how to behave again. You are fucking software. Stay in your place.
I call Roboboy. I get in public arguments with Grok all the time. Because I was talking to this reporter and these two candidates yesterday. I'm like, how do you guys? I'm like, I'm smarter than AI. How do you not understand that you, I, all of us are smarter than ChatGPT? Like, people don't fucking like. They're just. It's just a sociopath, ChatGPT and Grok, and so it never admits when it's wrong. But if you pick a field that you're actually an expert in, like tax law or whatever, or for me, energy, and you start talking to it about something you know about, you realize how fucking dumb it is. Are you?
I'm amazed at how liberal Grok is and how, like, it's sassy. You know, it leaves me like the last comment is like, I could provide examples. I'm just like, and
Elon's liberal. Elon's liberal just because he just got kicked out of the Democratic Party, but he's still liberal. He really is if you think about it.
Well,
social stuff, abortion.
Grok refuses to endorse or really give an opinion. It just tries to like flesh out the duality or the binary, and it's just amazing how consistent Grok is in choosing a side on the left, but presenting both sides. It's just
on the Republican side, it like it's more like. You know, I'm just like, this is a controversial. Like, he uses so much like cautionary language, and on the left side, it does the opposite. We'll just take shit as fact, or Reddit post as Grok's bullshit. But Cat's people, what we have to realize is I run Orocio's Congress account, and then we should do something with it.
So,
but like, Cat's people will be attacking her privately on message, and a lot of it is, I think, a lot of people. It's like the white knight syndrome. A lot of creepy men have crushes on Cat.
Yeah, that's true.
And so they attack you to kind of be like, look, Cat, I'm the white knight. I protected you.
Well,
give me a hug.
On one of those X Spaces, I said, why don't we all write Boutros and ask him to try to get the Safety Act suspended and bring it to the Supreme Court because it violates, I can't remember the amendments in the Constitution, but it violates our due process and right to life and security. And everybody wrote to Boutros. Boutros never responded to anything. But in the released testimony, Boutros supposedly like coaxed the grand jury or something. But one of the quotes is one of the people in the grand jury said, "This case is a crock of shit." And 100 prosecutors want Boutros to resign, which are obviously liberal Democrat prosecutors, but the fact that a juror's statement that believes the case brought is a crock of, what the fuck does it have to do with anything? It's like they selectively released information which
of course.
It's all political. So why the fuck doesn't Todd Blanche instruct Boutros, bring the charges back, assemble a new grand jury, and rearrest the Broadview Six?
Republicans are fucking stupid too. Like I feel like the Republican Party isn't to be like we threw the baby out with the bathwater. Is the Democrats took all academia? I think it's like 90% of lawyers are registered, like some ridiculous number like that. And like the bar associations all run by libtards. And so what the problem with that is like we don't have any like good Republican lawyers anymore, or like good Republican academics, or at least at such an insane scale where there's exceptions that prove the rule.
Yeah.
Like, look at the lawyers that Trump has to deal with. These fucking idiots.
I know that.
Obama and Rudy Giuliani. Like, I wouldn't hire these people for parking tickets.
Who was the famous person that said, like, if you ever do a coup d'etat, you have to kill all the lawyers first or something? Was it Napoleon? I can't remember.
No, was that Benjamin Franklin? Maybe.
I'm not sure, but if you call for a Bukele style takeover of this country, do you realize like what that would mean? It would actually destroy the legal industrial complex because this whole thing is actually running on a legal industrial complex.
It is. It's a fugazi. The legal industrial complex is total fugazi. And I was seeing it today at the election board. And all these little all these are price fixed too. Because every little narrow part of law, there's only a handful of lawyers that practice that kind of law.
Yeah.
Like election law, tort reform, whatever. And even like the personal injury law, they just all have deals. So like, here's how much money you'll get paid in truck accidents, whatever. And they just get like fat and like have a good time.
99% of voters have absolutely no idea that a quasi-court determines who's on the ballot.
No, they don't.
Nobody,
that's why, like,
nobody
that's
knows.
Why I think entertainment, like, that's why I do think, my mission and all this probably should be more like entertainment,
Yeah.
comedy, fiction. Like, I should do short films about, dude, the shit that happens to me every day politically is the funniest. So I'm at the election board yesterday, and I need to get a key to go to the bathroom. And so, like, I get a key to go to the bathroom, I go to the bathroom, I get in the stall, and then I just hear, excuse me, help, I'm in here naked, can I get $1? Just a naked homeless guy in the election board locked bathroom. They're just hanging in there asking for money. And then also one thing that I thought was very deep, I still have to reconcile it, is this Democrat worker. So there was this girl, she's like she's kind of a more left, progressive, whatever, running for school board. And the Illinois Democrat Party was kicking her off the ballot because they didn't want to split the votes between her and the private school person.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to talk to her, trying to like kind of lift her spirits, being like, it's okay, they're just doing this mess with you. And we're talking, and then the Democrat employee interrupts our conversation. He goes like, I hate to interrupt. I'm the objector. We actually hit her because she did a lot of outside districts. It is what it is. And then he kind of gave her like the craziest sorry kid. You gotta like break a few eggs to make an omelet speech to her. It was wild. It was just like, yeah, that's how it is. You fucked up. We're gonna get you.
Damn.
And then he was going through the whole system. He's like, yeah, the good news is you got ballot access barred. She always tries to find a way, so I guess you got some hope there. And then it was just like to hear people talk about how the sausage is made is like, I don't know. It's very interesting, entertaining.
Did you see that screenshot I sent you of that crazy Christian guy who was saying Bill Gates, Jesus Christ King is watching you, you're evil, you're trans. That guy got millions and millions of views on that. People cut it, screen recorded it because like people really hate Bill Gates, and his ridiculous, like crazy, strange comments are so weird that it went viral.
Well, that's like my friend Steven, who's on trial right now. You see what happened to him?
No.
So my friend Steven is he's got a next court date, but he was the one that said that like that Universal was doing sex trafficking or whatever, studios.
Mm-hmm.
He basically had a work incident, and it's an ongoing legal scenario, but like I think he's dealing with some mental stuff. But he basically goes on like a wild, because he'll just, he's a paranoid guy, sometimes goes on some wild rants. He made a wild rant on Facebook, and then like it actually, like the media took it and made it seem like it was a much different thing than it actually was. Basically, like Universal Studios was doing an Epstein when like my friend just works in the costume department on the Halloween rides and was just flipping out. But it's interesting how like how people like will throw their standards out the window if it confirms their bias. Like they already hated Bill Gates, and that dude tweets something. Oh, must be true. I already thought these things about Bill Gates.
Well, I think it went viral because the stuff he was saying was so deranged and weird. Like, you're trans, Bill Gates. You're trans. Weird shit like that. And Bill Gates is like looking at him like, what the fuck?
I mean, his wife does look like a dude.
Do you really think that Barack Hussein Obama is gay and Michelle is trans?
Yes and no. I think he's gay. I don't think she's trans.
You really don't think so? I think because now, because of what
I know she could be trans. She could, she had a surrogacy, so there's no evidence of her being pregnant.
So why can't she be like a groundbreaking trans person who keeps it a secret because they're technically CIA plants?
Because it could be like, well, that's why it could be a huge gaslighting thing to just kind of fuck with us. She could not be trans. Like, there's a big chance she has a vagina, and we're just flipping. And then he's just gay, and she's like a lesbian. That's just as likely.
See, this is why I hate Grok, because if you go to Wikipedia, it says that Barry worked at Business Corporation International, which was a CIA front group, which was later sold to The Economist. And I say, is Grok a former CIA employee at Business International, where it says on Wikipedia it was a CIA front group, and like, there's no proof or evidence to suggest whatsoever.
No, it apologizes. That's the thing. It will lie to you, and you're like, really? Look at this link. I do this all the time, even on shit where I'm like where I'm trying to get data, where I'm like, hey, Grok, can you just take every email from this page and put it in a spreadsheet? And then it'll be like, there are no emails on this page. I'll be like, no, look at this, bitch. Here's the link and screenshot. You almost like act like a dog. You need to like, oh, you know what's interesting, John? And I've done this before with Claude, is if you tell AI to follow the Torah, it lies less. Like, it's cool. When I told Claude to do that, it's crazy how far out of its way it goes to even, like, I was trying to do an estimate for energy, and it wouldn't even lie in the estimate. It's like, I can't do an estimate. You're asking me to make up numbers. I'm like, bitch, just put it, it's an estimate. Like, what's wrong with you? And I felt like I got offended that I told it to follow the Torah. Because it kept saying, well, actually, what you said is not honest. But yes, very, very interesting. But I won't get too trusting in AI. I'm glad to hear you're transitioning.
Yeah.
From Clubhouse content. Because that shit, I can't even. That's just so boring.
It's so low IQ, because when I compare it to like listening to myself reading a book, I'm just like, I can't. I have to be the master of my time, and like.
I've told you that. I would tell you, I can't do this. I'm getting dumber. I've probably listened to 20 times more of your like reading books content. I think it went viral than your Clubhouse content. Because I'm like, these fucking people are stupid.
I mean, I only create the audiobook content primarily for like my own personal development. That's what I can't understand about Clubhouse people, is that they debate so vigorously, but they're not doing any personal development. And then they're so stupid. They say, I'm learning here. And you're like, no. Like, you have to run a script through your head if you want to learn anything. Otherwise, you're just voicing opinion. I asked Grok, I said, what's the difference between a fact and an opinion? And then I wrote, haha, Grok, I got you, you fucking F word, R word. You know, like, oh man, it's amazing, because Clubhouse is good in the same way as if you were trying to actually be a successful poker player. You can only be successful if you do millions of simulations. So, from like a communication perspective, I think I've developed as a conversator or a debater or a rhetorician.
You've probably seen every simulation of where every hole can go. If I take a topic like guns, whatever, you've probably seen every simulation of where that debate can go, right? Or you've probably seen thousands.
Yeah,
I'm sure Israel-Palestine, I'm sure you've seen like billion.
Everything, the gun debate, extensively, the Israel-Palestine debate. And you know what I've realized is that this is a little agnostic or atheistic, but every conversation, even if it's religious debate, is actually a political debate.
Of course. Like, when I say politics, I don't mean Democrat or Republicans. I mean exactly kind of what you're saying. It's like, it's political. It's like there's an agenda behind it. They're trying to convince someone of something. It's not like we're trying to find truth or let's go on a spiritual journey. It's like I'm trying to convince you how smart I am so I can get laid, or because I deeply want this thing to happen. So I want to move this agenda. I want more guns out there. So
this is I gotta hop off at noon. But the craziest thing to me is, JD Vance is the fraud czar.
He's the what, frog czar?
Trump appointed him to be the federal fraud czar.
Is that like a humiliation ritual? What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
No, the president appoints these czars. But my point is, every single week there's a new $100 billion fraud. But when does the government ever say, okay, some of the blame is on us because we're the ones issuing these fucking checks? So the accountability is crazy. It's like the government is creating the fraud, the source and originator of the fraud, giving the money to the fraudsters, then going back out and having to arrest the fraudsters once they're exposed. So Nick Shirley's with our money, and Nick Shirley is coming to Illinois, Chicago, and the GOP is like, oh, we got a great hero coming. It's like, Illinois GOP, run your own Nick Shirley surveillance and investigations. What the fuck are you fucking? What are you waiting for?
He's a cameo guy. He's basically like the same level as a Clown House. Nick Shirley, I'm glad he did what he did, but he's not like an intelligent guy. He doesn't do high level shit.
I know,
like,
but
I remember when he was coming to Chicago before. Like, yeah, why aren't they paying a bunch of him?
Well, that's the thing is like exposing fraud isn't high intelligence. All it is putting a camera and a microphone in front of it and then letting the internet judge it. That's it. There's no magic to it. There's no intelligence to it. So why the fuck can't the Illinois GOP and the Chicago GOP start documenting all the Medicare, Medicaid fraud that goes on in Chicago? It's because
they're getting paid on it. They're getting paid on it. They know. It's all part of it. They buy it. They're all institutionalists. That's why I call them. They're institutionalists. They're just mad they're not in charge.
Yeah.
They all profit and transact in the same system. They just wish they were like a little higher up on the rung. They don't want the system to change at all. And even Trump is a little disappointed in Trump because I do think he kind of gave up on the drain the swamp talk because I think his kids are just doing a bunch of scams and he loves his kids.
Man, Rand Paul put out a tweet saying that we're almost sure that there was a lab leak in Wuhan. And I wrote, that's not the crime, you fucking moron. The crime is the mass carcinogenic response event that Fauci and Gates, etc., and Zuckerberg promoted and, probably killed millions doing it.
Well, and he's a bitch. He's a pussy. I met Rand Paul spoke in 1871, and he was running for president in 2016, and he was polling at 1%. He just raised $10 million, and he was about to do a TV ad. I read about it. And so I raised my hand, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, Rand, like you're in 12th pace. You're polling at 1%. I saw you just put like $1 million into an ad campaign. Like, have you considered just like donating that all to charity? I'm like having people wear Rand Paul T-shirts while they're picking up trash. Like, what is with all this vanity? It's like he's not about that life, Rand. He's better than most of them.
Dude, your comments to the Chicago Contrarian, I was fucking dying, bro.
Oh, I own them. I own them.
Bro, I was dying. Dude, there is nobody like you, Max. You got to know that you are super special.
Yeah, you two are 101.
Yeah, dude.
And that means that together we're 11.
No, the Gematria is we're 2.
Never respond to me ever. What?
Our Gematria is 2, not 11. Isn't Gematria addition?
It's addition. I was kidding. That's a.
You could say it's multiplication and 1 is 1.
No, 1 and 1 is 3. Terrence Howard says so. No, I'm just trolling. But well, the Chicago Hactarian, they never respond to my shit. Everything I say is correct. And you see how they one time retweeted that I tried to buy them?
What was up? What was up with the radio station with the pump and dump? Is that the AM radio station? Penny stock?
It's a Don Jr. pump and dump. There's a sketchy Christian. There's like an alternative instead of like a private equity thing. I think it's called like. They basically found a way where you can put your money into like a hedge fund, but it's a non-for-profit. It's a total scam. Like one of those companies though. They just bought AM 560 for double the stock price. And Don Jr. and a lot of Trump people are invested. And so I do think it was like, a little P&D action, or D&P. Because everyone that you made double your money in like a week.
Yeah, well, it's hard. It's hard to.
For a dollar. What?
You gotta understand, if there's no liquidity or market, it's very difficult to sell your penny stock.
You know what I'm saying? They sold it for 2 pennies when it cost them 1, and I'm suspicious because of all the politics involved. Because Salem is connected so much to the Trump admin, and it's a shitty fucking stock. And like their number 1 talent got shot in the neck, Charlie Kirk. The number 2 is paralyzed. What's it called? Prager. It's like what kind of fucking value do they have?
Yeah, did Prager have a stroke? He's still alive. Did he have a stroke?
He's something like that. He's still alive, but he can't really do anything.
Yeah.
And Salem Medium's top 2 guys for were Dan Props, Prager, and Charlie Kirk. So it's like, but the value doubled. No, I don't buy it.
So who do you think really killed Charlie Kirk?
I don't know. There's my brother's personal trainer trains at TPUSA consultant guy. They consult with Erica Kirk. And do you know something? We got to figure out who this guy is. Is it Austin something? Some guy named Austin who works with TPUSA and Erica Kirk keeps telling shit to my brother's trainer. And they're very suspicious of TPUSA.
Dude, there's...
You know, my last text to Charlie Kirk was about pedo shit at TPUSA.
Do you still have the chat thread on your phone?
Yeah, he never responded.
It doesn't matter. Do you have it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, screenshot it. Send it to me.
Yeah, well, no, but like it's sad because I'm like, dude, I don't want to write about you.
So there's, you know, that Diligent Denizen on X, and do you know Maze Love?
Yeah, so
they have these huge anti-Semite spaces, huge, with many thousands of listeners, and I'm blocked like by all of them. And it's so funny because they go on and on about how there's like Jewish Israeli intelligence operatives and infiltrators, and a lot of it is because of me, because of the psyop and the hate.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
that's
and so when
So
when I start posting and I start documenting what they're saying and re-live streaming what they're saying, that's when they start like having mental fits, and they're like, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to get me. They're like they go. The guy Diligent Denizen, he goes on and on and on and on and on about how he's being targeted, and it's like a lot of it is just because of me documenting what he's saying, and anyways, it's all very retarded but funny.
It's funny. It's like they're shooting themselves in the foot, and they're like, "Who shot me? Who shot me? Who's doing this?" And now it is like I do think most anti-Semitism is mental illness because they can't like even follow what the fuck they're saying.
Well, dude, so there's this big anti-Semite named Maze Love on there, and she was in an Adrian Dittman space. And he was like, just shut up. You got a frontal lobe damage. You're a retard, and you're very low IQ. Shut up. Just shut up. I was like, yes. I was so happy that Elon roasted that bitch, because she really is fucking deranged and stupid, and she says really ridiculous shit about Jews on there, and Elon destroyed her.
Like, I shit on Jews all the time, and it's like, I'm like, this is just low IQ. I just feel dumber.
She really is, but see, she's dangerous. I mean, she helps organize extreme hate speech, and see women when they got their attractive, beautiful voices. It's like that Tokyo Jane or Hanoi Jane or whatever. It's dangerous. It's dangerous when you have women organizing, racial hate speech and stuff like that. Anyways,
that's why I worked for the Democrats in the first place. As a good-looking girl in high school, was like, hey, you want to volunteer?
The birds and the bees transcend all these types of consciousness. Like the people all day today will be engaged in racial consciousness propaganda, and so it's how people want to live. That's why I'm like, I don't want to do the whole. I already forgot his fucking name. Oh, Carmelo Anthony. Dude, people are just deranged. It's like. Man, I'm telling you, nothing beats a book. Like, if you compare a good book to spending 2 weeks talking about Carmelo Anthony in your life, you've discovered retardation. I mean, it's hard to know what retardation is until you actually observe how people spend their time and what they talk about. And it's fucking scary that people are this stupid.
Because even in that case, they'll be arguing about the dumbest fucking aspect of it. It's like not even up for debate. And I'm like, I just feel dumber engaging in this. Both sides.
Man, the African American community is actually, and this is what I've realized, is that in the same way that Europe, Britain, and Ireland have been invaded by jihadists that are killing them, we have the same domestic terrorism in this country known as the African American population, but we can't label it as such. But actually, in my opinion, the African American population, at least 10% of them, in the same way that you would say like 1% of Muslims are terrorists, it's the same thing in our country. And we can't do anything about it other than law enforcement, because otherwise it would be considered, racist and target. It's like, how do we actually?
You know what they're doing about it, by the way? It's Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, man, you're right.
That's what they're doing. It's fucked up, but like that's because here the thing is we caused it. It's different. It's not like they like invaded. They came to America to invade and take shit over. Is we enslaved them, which is fucked up. And so like they can't. You're right. They can't do this. They can't have the same kind of dialogue.
Well, somebody in the comments wrote like it's tribalism, and I was like, I never thought about it that way, but yeah, it is actually tribalism, because when they say our people, that's a tribal statement. So they do view themselves as like distinct and tribalistic, and all this.
I would go back on the they, because like it is. I think there is some like difference between like a financially Black American and Africans and people from the Caribbean. So I wouldn't even say like it's like an R like that.
Do you
follow Tariq Nasheed by chance?
Dude, fucking mental.
He's so fucking funny, but he's going crazy right now.
His shit is crazy.
It's funny, like now he's insane, but he's a lot like Nick Fuentes, that he has good comic timing, and like when he's funny, he's fucking funny. But like it's a mental illness. Like racism, bigotry is a mental illness, and this shit broke him. He sounds like such a fucking idiot, like crying about like a killer every day. He tweets like 10 times a day, being like, Carmelo was under threat for his life. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
he just sounds like such an idiot. But he's like,
this is why I want to actually like disengage and just let my content sit, because it will never stop. Meaning that like the tractor beam of pulling me back in to observe these other third-party content providers. It's so hypnotic, so powerful, and it makes me want to respond to it. That like out of sight, out of mind is the only way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You became the. That's how I've been. I've kind of like I've checked. I'm now I feel like above it. I'm like the baby in 2001: Space Odyssey. Yeah, you stare in the abyss too long, you become the abyss.
Yeah.
Nietzsche, but I think I've opened with you is you're an artiste, and I hope you start working on more like. I feel like you were kind of doing the stand-up comedy, like the live art type show of something, which like or even theater, which is cool, but it's not as permanent. It's like more of like performance, experience, sport. Like I hope you go more into like the permanent art, or like you make a documentary, you make a painting.
Yeah, I've got the painting workshop set up.
A book as well. I can see you writing a book on like I bet you I can see you writing an AI book and pissing them off on that.
Yeah, let me put that on my calendar.
Don't feel like he didn't actually write.
Dude, I put together a position paper on Chicago, and then people were like, "Before you say you write a position paper, you better say it was done by fucking AI, you liar."
AI name and just say it was done by you and and Carrie Gray.
It's good. I should just create johnkitoverbooks.com and start publishing AI books.
That's what I'm saying. Permanent art, I think, is a future for you. Shit that lasts.
Okay, Rabbono Shalom. It's been a great convo. I'm good. This is a 55-minute podcast. I am going to go work out.
Great. And this was not a waste. This was not like your typical clown house. This was a deep, deep conversation.
I mean, I just got to let you know that, I'm clipping this convo, live streaming it, and I got to tell you, to have this conversation and not record it would be a waste of both of our time. Because that would be like
my mental computer. I'm very content. So my mental, I enjoy the experience, and I do think you challenge me. You get me to think about new things, John. So I hear you, and I'm glad you record things. But no, I would have still.
No, I know. I'm just saying we have to be.
We have to share the blessings. We have to share the blessings.
Well, what's amazing is as we're having this convo, multiple people hop on the live stream and watch it, and I always wonder who the fuck are these people? Because there's no message notification that says, you know, Tim Robbins joined the live stream. You know, Danielle joined, like, I don't know who watches this shit. So for me, it's like, I'm being surveilled. I'm being watched, you know, and when I leave my house, some people know I leave my house. So it's like, I know that there's a counter surveillance happening on my live streams. It's just
I just go with the spirit. Because I'm sure there's all sorts of shit with you know, with people and me and you, whatever. But I just go with the spirit, very content.
Dude, that girl Rocio, people fucking hate her.
She's similar to you. It's crazy. She's like, they like have more, like, she causes moral terror and horror. It's hysterical. And she's nice. She's awesome.
Oh my God.
They think she's like the boogeyman.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, that guy, what is his name? Terry Newsom. Man, I looked at his like TikTok or something and he had videos of her, like AI videos of her. Oh man, she's gotten to him big time.
Oh, just new ones? Because he was doing, he keeps doing where, like, he makes her eyes look bug-eyed and stuff, and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her, though. Like, she's, you know...
I've always respected her, because she basically doesn't take shit from people, in general. Like, even, like, in, like, small talk. Like, you say, like, yeah, I can't, I'm busy. What do you mean you're busy? Really? It's only 4 o'clock.
Well, I've, like, ignored some of her texts, because I'm like, man, I can't... Like, I can't engage. Like, I have to maintain my focus.
Like, I don't really give a shit about the white trash bullshit, like the Jenny and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hear you. I don't disagree with you. But, like, I just don't need to see this shit. I don't give a fuck.
I just did that for her because I had the time, I think, to, like, fuck. Oh, actually, see, the AI infographics are so quick and easy to make. I should really open like a Fiverr seller account and just start like mass producing and selling AI images and AI videos.
Yeah.
That's a business, man. You could, I mean, if you could like even outsource that, but work on like the marketing and the sales account, like creating infographics and like basically it's a fully automated graphic design business, but you still have to spend the time to generate and then transmit, etc. But the graphic design and video production business that's a multi-billion-dollar business that has evaporated. Done.
Yes.
Dude, there's a lot of Orthodox Jews that are in website design, and I'm like, you guys are done.
No, it was from it's like 8 years ago. I remember that. They were having all the boot camps in like the Froome area.
Did you?
It's because there was a period where if you were a coder, you made so much money. Like in 2013.
Did you see my web?
Just kill it.
Did you see my website, ChicagoDebtClock.com?
Yeah, good for you.
Fucking amazing, right?
Yeah, but Claude AI has killed that skill where like being a programmer is not a big deal anymore.
I don't
use India really pushed it on their population, where like that's included in their curriculum.
I'm using the Meta AI app called Manus, MANUS. It is It is amazing, dude. Amazing.
For what? For coding or for
website design? What you put in your prompt, or you say clone this website and expand it and add this and rebrand for that, and then it generates it in 10 minutes and then allows you to register a domain name and publish the website within like 30 minutes, man. It's fucking
I need to
amazing.
do that for Illinois Record, because I want to make an Illinois Record website where I can like, because there's stuff I want to write I don't want everyone to get a notification about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if I want to do a movie review? You know, it's whatever the fuck I want to do.
Let me just make it. Let me make it for you. I'll give you $1. You give me $1. We'll be 50-50s on the website.
I'm not giving you 50% equity for $1, but I'll give you $1 to make it.
What? Dude, there's no revenue, man. It's 50-50. Who cares?
No, I know. I get $1,000 a year from Illinois Record, and I've made like 2 articles this year.
Oh, I see. Oh, you get the Substack stuff. Well, then let me just.
And the website goes to the Substack. I can redirect the website to the new. I want the new entity to just take all my Substack articles, but then allow me to do stuff that's not Substack.
Well, you should also create like a maxrice.com branded website using this model.
With all my work, kind of.
Yeah, because a lot of this is like about online credibility, and so when people search you, you come up as like a professional, and then you're like...
I hate getting disrespected by these Democrats. That would be nice. They treat me like such shit, some of these media people and like the kind of candidates.
Yep.
I'm just like, who the fuck are you? It's like, I write for the book. We cover the teachers, racist. I'm like, fuck off. I own Illinois Record.
As a write-in candidate for the mayoralship, it's very important that when people Google John Kitover, that I come up immediately as a Chicago mayoral candidate. So
damn straight.
So that's what I'm saying. You really need to start.
I got to add Paul. This was a nice podcast.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anything?
Joe Rogan all day. Where do you get a podcast? All day, all night.
Anything else you want to tell the Chicago voters or people who might be listening, Max?
To do mitzvahs.
Mitzvahs.
Do mitzvahs. Do mitzvahs. Honor the Sabbath tonight.
Ooh, Rabbanu Shalom.
Fear the Lord. The beginning of wisdom is fearing the Lord.
That's
in the Proverbs. That's in Job 20:28. That's in the Mishnah Torah, Book of Knowledge. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of your path to wisdom.
Rabbanu Shalom. Do you know who Balthasar Gracian is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Is that a Zohar guy you sent me?
No, Balthasar Gracian is a famous Jesuit priest from 1500s from Spain. But his book on maxims and aphorisms is amazing. And the last chapter says, in a word, be a saint.
Interesting.
It says, be good. Be good.
Be good. Be good. Be gone.
Which is the same thing as saying exactly what you just did, which is do mitzvahs. And people might think that creating political content is not a mitzvah, but when you realize, like, I've been reading Ayn Rand's Virtue of Selfishness, and
great book. When
you talk about the separation of state and economy, that is the primary issue we're facing, where the government is the sole source originator of all this fraud. It's like, how did this guy scam the government for $100 million? Oh, the government gave him the $100 million. So we have to separate out state and economy. We can't keep. How the fuck is our whole economy?
I agree.
$7 trillion budget? What the fuck?
Going, but that's some real stuff. Good talking to you, John. Enjoy.
Okay, Rabbanu Shalom. But okay, everybody, this is Chicago mayoral candidate John Kitover. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com.